Before we begin, this is the last week to ever cop some limited edition RFP logo merch. We have a few t-shirts on sale, and it might be the last ever opportunity because it's not doing too well. So if you really want to help support the channel, if you're feeling very generous, I'll put the link down below so you can check it out. If it does good enough, we can have, different logos and different kind of designs in the future. So definitely check it out. I'll put it down below. What's up, guys? I'm randomfrankp, back with episode 161 of Room Tour Project, the series where we show off some of the best gaming setups out there to give you some ideas and inspirations for your own setup. If you see anything you like, I'll have it all listed for you in the description down below so you can check it out. But let's start off episode 161. First up, we have Francis, and the first thing that stuck out to me right away, which I think just completely changes the whole setup for the better, is all of those pictures on the wall. They were lined up perfectly, which is obviously a big thing here. If they were crooked and stuff, it would take away from the setup, but they were lined up perfectly, and it just really, I think, just elevates everything. Checking out his gear, he's rocking two monitors. His primary display on the right side is a 31-inch monitor from LG. It's one of their Adobe RGB certified displays, with a 27-inch Asus one on the left side, also being, RGB certified 100% because he does a lot of photo and video editing on the side with gaming as well. For the peripherals, Logitech G710 Plus keyboard with Logitech MX Master 2S mouse. And for audio, on each side of his displays, he has the Audio Engine A5 Plus studio monitor speakers with the Audio Engine S8 subwoofer under the desk as well. But let's hop into that PC. It's the Fractal Define R6 case, and for specs, he has the AMD Threadripper 2950X CPU with the Enermax Liquidtech TR42 AIO, 64 gigs of Corsair Vengeance RGB RAM on the MSI X399 SLI Plus motherboard. For the graphics card, the EVGA GTX 1080 Ti, and that's the FTW3 edition. Definitely a nice looking build on the inside, lots of teals and ice blues to it. So a fantastic setup overall. Again, I just love all the pictures hanging up on the wall. Shows a lot of, personality, makes this more homey as well. The wood grain with the wood desk and the speakers, lots of blue with the RGB light strip behind the desk and the blue wall. Really makes the setup flow overall. Next up is Callum with the floating triple monitor gaming setup. All white walls, all white desk, RGB lights to kind of enhance everything. Gotta give props when you have a flawless mounting job. None of the cables are in sight. It is just, perfect. Only suggestion here would be to get some sort of light source on the top aiming down to kind of eliminate that very, very minor shadow underneath. Other than that, this is just damn awesome. So for his monitors, his primary one is the Asus ROG Strix. That is a 25-inch, with the two on the right side being a 24-inch model from Samsung. It's one of their curved QLED displays. And even though there's a 1-inch size difference, you can't even tell. That's what she said. As for the peripherals, we have the Razer Black Widow Chroma Tournament Edition with yellow switches inside, and a nice large extended mouse pad from Logitech. For audio, you can see in the background there, he has the Sound Blaster X Katana soundbar, which is, yes, an RGB soundbar. And then stuck off to the side underneath the desk is his Astro A40TR headset. And then saving some of the goods here, he does have two mice that he could, just switch on and off of. One being the Final Mouse Ninja Air 58 and Logitech G903. If you want to find out the truth about this Final Mouse, check my review. It just went live on Friday. Shameless plug. But now we'll check out his PC, which he has off to the side underneath his desk. This is the MSI Aegis 3 case. I don't know how you even say that. Inside is an Intel Core i7-7700 CPU with the MSI GTX 1070 graphics card. And then all he has is MSI motherboard and 16 gigs of Kingston RAM. So I assume it's a pre-built, but it's definitely an interesting looking case. Looks pretty cool. So good stuff all around here from Callum. I do like the simplicity. The desktop itself didn't have much on it. It's not a lot of clutter. Keeping it nice and simple there. And with everything being pretty much white from the wall, the desk, and the chair, having the RGB lights and the peripherals and light strip behind the desk is going to make it pop even more. And now we got Zack, and I feel like so far 2019 is the year of wall-mounted PCs, and I am all for it. This is Zack's new 2019 edition. We had him on, I want to say maybe like 2 years ago, something like that, but it has definitely changed a lot since then. So checking it out for his 3 monitors. His primary one is a 34-inch ultrawide from LG in the middle, with 2 27-inch monitors from LG on each side. And check out the precision of all the black and blue soundproofing foam on the wood panels, and I think those are cabinets behind it. That all just lines up perfectly here. Down to the peripherals, the keyboard is the Corsair Gaming K70 RGB with the Corsair Dark Core mouse on their Corsair MM1000 Qi charging mousepad, and of course in the back the Elgato Stream Deck, aka my best friend. And that's all on top of an extended mousepad. Switching on over to audio, he has the Audio-Technica ATH M50X with some looks like blue carbon fiber vinyls on there on the Corsair ST100 RGB headset stand. And for his speakers, got the Edifier Luna. Those are pretty nice, and these are actually mounted on his wall. Speaking of being mounted on a wall, we gotta check out the custom PC here. Again, I just love seeing these, and I feel like I've seen so many so far this year, and I definitely encourage it. Peep that custom tempered glass panel here with his logo and stuff etched into it. The case is a Thermaltake Core P3, which is definitely the go-to wall-mounted case. Inside you have an AMD Threadripper, the 1950X, cooled by the Thermaltake Flow Ring RGB 360 AIO, 64 gigs of Corsair Vengeance RGB RAM on an Asus Aorus X399 Gaming 7 motherboard. And then he's got 2 GTX 1080 Ti graphics cards for the Founder Edition, custom painted blue. What the hell did I just say? Custom painted blue to really match this all blue theme he has going on. This is just a flawless build. It looks so good. Great job on cable management. And to give you a look at that, this is under his desk, so you could see that kind of faux wood panel he has behind there. That's so he can route all the cables from his monitors and his PC efficiently behind there. They come up under his desk where everything is just so well routed and kept up. Really good job, man. Loving it. And then you can check out the little chill spot across the room. Nice little set he has going on pretty much. But the wood panels all around, it looks natural. It looks real. Really just great. You come across setups every now and then that just really kind of make you take a step back and look at it. And it's just yes, this guy gets it. Great job. Now we've got Jonathan S. with a more simple setup, going with a solo monitor with a mounted TV up off to the right. Let's do our due diligence and inspect it. So that TV is a 48-inch Samsung 1080p smart TV. That's really the only shot you're going to see it in. His monitor is an AOC Agnon, is a nice 32-inch curved 144 Hz panel. Also a great job again on mounting. No cables in sight, none of the bracket gear. Y'all making me so proud. Down to the peripherals, we have the Corsair Gaming K95 Platinum RGB keyboard with the Logitech G603 mouse on an extended mouse pad from Logitech. Then for audio, he has the Logitech Z906 5.1 speaker setup with the Corsair headphone stand holding up the Corsair HS70 headset. I gotta admit, I never thought RGB headset stands would actually become a popular thing when I first reviewed them, but they are wildly successful. And then on the right side of the desk, we have the PC, which is the always nice Corsair 570X crystal case, that all tempered glass. Inside here is an Intel i7 7700K CPU with the Corsair H100i V2 AIO, 32 gigs of some HyperX Fury RAM on an Asus TUF Mark II Z270 motherboard with an Asus GTX 1080 Strix OC GPU. Getting some Star Wars vibes here, and I like the touch with the braided cables. And then taking a quick look at a wide shot of the room, and it all just comes together nicely. Got some shelves up off to the side, some pictures hanging up, again to show some personality really, and it seems like a really comfy gaming room, pulled off nicely. And then last but not least is Ramzal. He's been on the show a few times, probably once a year, showing off his new setup that year, and it's always evolved and kind of gotten refined to just the best of the best. And I can tell you right now, there were close to 50 plus photos in this submission. I have an entire spreadsheet I'm looking right now of all the specs, and it is just legit. So we got a lot of stuff to read here, but starting off for his single monitor, it is a 27-inch Asus ROG Swift display. It's 4K 144 Hz with G-Sync. This is the gaming monitor of gaming monitors. Now, checking out his peripherals, like I said, there's a lot of gear here, and he pretty much has like top two favorites of everything. So for his primary stuff, we could say FJELL, whether that's FJEL or gel, that's the main keyboard here. It's a limited DIY keyboard kit, the GMK Phantom keycaps, some Holy Panda switches. It's definitely looking nice. And his alternative is the Mech 27 V1, which kind of has this cyan blue look to it. Also has some Telios Tiffany blue switches inside with some cyan keycaps. Again, these are all DIY keyboards here. Great to see other enthusiasts. Really looking nice builds. And as you've probably noticed for his mice, they've been switching on and off in each shot. He has all three, the Final Mouse Ultralight Phantom, as well as the Ninja 58 in the Cherry Blossom Blue, and the Ninja 58 in the Cherry Blossom Red. And then for the audio, he has the Odyssey LCD4 headphones and the Sennheiser HD 800. Both are spectacular. I'd love to get my hands on either of those. Definitely top of the line audiophile gear. And then they're being powered by some things that I have no idea how to pronounce. Let's give it a go, shall we? We got the Shit Gungener Multibit, and then the Shit Mojoner 2? Mojoner? I don't know, but they are legit. I can tell you that. The shit is legit. It's SCHIIT, and these cost a pretty penny to drive those headphones, and they're worth every penny. And now we'll head over and check out that custom water-cooled PC. It is definitely nice looking. It's the Corsair Obsidian 1000D case. Inside is an Intel Core i7 8086K CPU on the Asus Maximus 11 code motherboard. Got 64 gigs of Corsair Vengeance RGB Pro RAM and two RTX 2080 Ti graphics cards, some Corsair Light Loop RGB fans, some EK tubes, bits power fittings, and EK for the pump and reservoir combo. But it's definitely a pretty nice RGB looking build here, no doubts about that. And then just rounding it out across the room for his entertainment setup and this whole home theater he has going on, it is a 65-inch LG OLED 4K TV. Here's where he has his PS4 Pro, Xbox One X, the Nintendo Switch, all that stuff hooked up here. And there's about 20 things listed here for his home theater audio. I assume it's all mind-blowing, with those speakers on each side are the KEF LS50W speakers. And even check out that like mini fireplace just chilling on his coffee table. That wraps pretty much everything up. Our man Ramzal is legit in every way, top of the line gear every single year. In this episode of Room Tour Project, sponsored by Corsair and the Elgato Stream Deck Mini. I've said it 100 times, one of my all-time favorite products, one of my favorite desk gadgets, gaming gadgets, editing gadgets, because you can have unlimited macros. You can make this thing do pretty much whatever you want, with whatever you want, and it's unlimited. It's really, really cool. If you want to find out more, I'll drop a link for you in the description down below so you can check it out. Alright guys, that'll wrap it up for episode 161 of Room Tour Project. I hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget, check the links in the description down below. I'll have all the gear and hardware you saw listed down there for you, as well as some very simple instructions on how to submit your setup if you want to be possibly considered to be on a future episode of Room Tour Project, plus the merch link. Check down below for it all. If you liked this episode, give it a thumbs up to show your support. Feel free to follow me on Twitter at randomfrankp. And last, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Well, I'm Random Frank P. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good day.